guys, it's another episode of Love, Sex, Lies, and Reality. And this weekend happens to be Mother's Day weekend in the US. So I'm focusing mostly on a message for women this weekend. Every woman is a mother, whether you know it or not, whether you're aware of it or not. And you may not even know the extent to which you have mothered people in a way, whether unconsciously or subconsciously, or in absentia in a way, but every single woman nurtures. And as a mother, the role of a woman is to nurture, to sow seeds of love, to help the young ones, and even the men, because we do nurture the men. And so today I'm focusing mostly on women, in terms of nurturing yourself as a woman. So let's dive right into it. As a woman, you come into the world, you nurture so many people, like I said, but you sometimes forget to nurture yourself. And in the lack of nurturing yourself, maybe because you haven't received nurturing from childhood, or there may be some dysfunction in the process of you getting nurtured, you may have some emotional pain or trauma that you carry, and that is not generally speaking. I'm speaking specifically to those people, and I'll speak to the other group as well. But firstly, to those that are hurting, to those that are not sure of what to do, feeling stuck in life, having emotional roller coaster rides, having, those relationship experiences that are not helping you evolve, you will be the first group that I will address. And like I started with, you may not have received the nurturing that you needed from childhood. You may not have received the attention and the affection that you needed for childhood. But it doesn't mean you have to remain unaffectionate to yourself, or remain unnurtured to yourself, or remain in a space where you're not giving yourself the attention that you need. And when I'm talking about self, I'm not talking about the external body. I'm talking about your soul, your spirit, your mind. Nurturing from the inside out is what really helps you as a woman to really focus on your growth, evolving in life, and also helping other people on their journey. So if you've been hurt, if you've been labeled broken, if you feel stuck in life as a woman, take a pause this very day. Take a pause from everything and look at yourself. How well do you connect with your true self? How well do you connect with your soul? How well do you connect with your spirit? How well do you connect with your mind before you connect to the body? Usually we focus on the external first. We want to look good on the outside, but the inside may not feel good. And looking good is just on the surface, but feeling good from within radiates to the external and allows you to be a reflection of who you truly are on the internal. And so when you reflect your true self inside out, you're able to show people who you truly are without having to package yourself, without having to camouflage, without having to live the mirage life, without having to fake it to make it, because faking it is only going to put you in a place where you're suffering, and you're the only one suffering. People don't know it. What you present outside is what people connect to, and that's how they respond to you. And so what you're calling to yourself may be the pain, the trauma that you're indirectly reflecting and attracting people that are also in the similar environment into your space, and then they mirror you and feed you back with what you're feeding them. And so that's all part of nurturing. So today I want you to take a journal. If you've been hurt, labeled broken, we're not really broken, we're awakened. But if we're not consciously aware that we're awakened, we take that label brokenness and make it our own. And so today I want you to take a journal and start writing down the things that you've learned through your journey that may have been hurtful, that may have been leading you to shift to the left, into a place of brokenness, into a place of being stuck, into a place of hurt and pain. Because reality is no one can hurt us except we choose to accept hurt or pain as the only option that we have. And that's from my book on Becoming Restored. So look at yourself and say, what have you learned from each experience about yourself? And how has that helped you evolve to where you're nurturing yourself, to where you're gaining a conscious awareness of your true self, to where you're realigning yourself with where you need to be, um, to where you're making sure that your cup is full before you empty it out to other people. And then for those that may say, I've never been hurt, I've never been broken, I've never experienced pain. Let me say to you, we all experience pain at a point in our lives. So it would only be when we deny ourselves of the truth that sets us free that we tell ourselves those stories. No matter what you do in life, you're going to encounter some emotional pain. Either it's going to be generational or societal or relationship based or cultural. We all have it. So I also want you to take a look at how you've been nurturing yourself. Is it based on societal norms, generational norms, traditional norms that don't let you really discover your true self? Because your true self is not aligned with any of those things. Your true self is about you and your purpose in life. And if you don't know your true self and haven't connected to your true self, you will connect to things external to you, but you haven't done a deep dive to connect to your soul yet. And your soul is what liberates you when it's in alignment with your spirit and your mind and your body, and all become one. And so when you look at yourself and you say, am I in alignment with my true self? Be truthful about it. Don't deny it. Don't try to make excuses or justify it. Don't even be judgmental. Just be real with yourself and allow yourself to discover a new perspective. And when you come into that place where your eyes are open to your true self as an external part of who you currently are, you can then begin to look at how you can mitigate that gap that you've identified and then reposition yourself to become aligned with your true self. Because nobody can help you discover your true self if you're not doing the work. And as a mother, as a woman, as a girl, as a lady, whichever title you want to put, whichever label you want to put on it, you were created to be a nurturer. But you cannot truly nurture others if you are not nurturing yourself. Let me say that again. As a woman, as a girl, as a lady, as a niece, as an aunt, as a grandmother, as a great-grandmother, whichever label you applies to you, you are created to be a nurturer. But you cannot nurture other people without nurturing yourself, because you cannot give what you do not have. And if you don't know how to nurture yourself, it is time to take a pause and then start realigning yourself with the journey of self-discovery so that you can connect with your true self and nurture yourself first, so that what you nurture your soul with allows you to recognize the souls that you need to nurture without having to empty your cup out, but to make sure that your cup is overflowing. And when you're nurturing yourself, you overflow into other people's lives without emptying your own cup. Because the more you pour into people through nurturing, the more they pour back into you, and your cup continues to get filled up. So as we celebrate another Mother's Day weekend, I challenge you, not want, I don't want to manipulate. I challenge you to look at your life and say to yourself, am I truly nurturing myself? And if you're not nurturing yourself, it is time to take a pause, to reevaluate where you are, to realign yourself with your core, and to make sure that you're nurturing yourself, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. When you're empty, you become emotionally overwhelmed. And those emotions come to teach you to reconnect with your true self so that you don't lose yourself in the journey. Remember that everything on the external will be left behind, but your soul that needs to be nurtured and fed by your spirit is longing. That's when we have the longing for connection. We're longing to have someone in our lives. We're longing for things, but that connection is what we need to really own on and make happen. Because when you connect to your soul and your spirit and you align your mind and body with your spirit and soul to become one in unison, then you are allowing yourself to discover you and evolve to fully live truthfully to yourself, consciously aware of every action that you take and every reaction or response that you make, so that you are not acting before thinking and you are not reacting before truly processing your thoughts, to make sure that you're making the wise decision that works best for you. And then you're able to apply your boundaries in that instance and make sure that you're living truthfully to yourself and nurturing yourself so that you can nurture others along the way. Remember to never stop loving while living. When you stop loving, you stop living, and it's time to go back to the maker. But while God is still giving you life and breath, make sure that as a woman, you're nurturing yourself and you're filling your cup, not emptying it. And make sure that you're also exercising boundaries and staying in alignment to your true self, so that you don't lose yourself, you don't settle for less than you deserve, and you're evolving and thriving in life while you're still living and breathing. Take good care, and happy Mother's Day. God bless. Bye-bye.